Nazia CEO Club for this opportunity, and it's an honor and a privilege to be among such amazing, inspirational women and men, because we are allies at the end of the day. We have to partner with each other to make our communities, our nation, our families stronger. So honestly, I'm overwhelmed to be here. So lovely to see so many friends and colleagues. Before I start, I just want to ask all of you a quick question.
Yes.
Which woman inspires you the most? Now just take 60 seconds to think about it. Because we talk about, just one second. The question is, one, who inspires you the most in terms of a woman? It could be historical, it could be family, etc. It's up to you. That's a personal decision. And then also think about why. Because we forget the why very easily. What is it about them that inspires you? So just 30 seconds, think about it. We'll just go quickly around the room.
Beautiful, Fatima. Thank you for making me.
Ji, no sir?
My mother, and I know very well why. Reason behind, जैसे सबने कहा कि अगर मेरी मदर की एक पेशेंस ना होता तो मैं यहाँ ना होती. मैं throughout every year I was on bed, यानी कि 3 months I was totally on bed. I can't run, I can't walk. But my mother always said Alhamdulillah. And और उसी reason से मेरे father भी motivate करते.
That's a beautiful story. That's allyship. Someone at the back. Thank you so much for sharing. Assalamu alaikum. Sorry, can we get the mic? Because, yeah, I'm hard of hearing or get everything.
Loud? Yes.
Auntie? Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum everyone, good to be here. My director at Star International School. Why? Because she's the perfect amalgamation of holding on to her values and yet being progressive. First thing. Second thing is that she actually embodies what a successful woman is. And a successful woman is one that celebrates other women. They know how to read the room. They have their own private victories, and then they move on further. And they go ahead and they actually open the door to success for other women as well. Not just women, actually anyone. So yes.
Thank you.
Hands on.
Thank you for sharing, and that is beautiful. Just those two messages. Can we ask one of our male colleagues or friends in this room?
Hi.
Sorry, can I?
Assalamualaikum. I'm the CEO of Ultra Pure. So for me, my wife is all the way in the last 25 years. She is with me in this journey. We started this very small business. We started this as a very small business in 2006, and now we have a good industry. So all the way, she always encouraged me to thick and thin. She was, in all this bumpy journey of my life, she was always a great support to me. So she's a great inspiration for me.
Thank you so much. So Nata, you've given me very limited time, but if you want to quickly go. Yeah.
So mine might be not very expected answer. I am so inspired by Indra Nooyi. Why? Because then, as a corporate girl, I had the tough time. She told me how to do the work-life balance. She herself had gone through a major surgery. I did that too. She told me to come out of imposter syndrome, of not thinking that I'm not well enough. So I think so that I follow her a lot. And I've learned a lot from my corporate side from Indra.
Thank you so much. And these are amazing, heartwarming stories of what inspires you as an individual, as the mother, as a professional woman who leads the way, as a partner for life, as someone who is known in the corporate world. Now, the third question, which I will not, think about it. Whoever you chose and why you chose them, would you adopt that particular ability, skill, competence, whatever it is that inspires you in yourself? And that is where we win. And that is what investing in each other is really about. So let's not let's not leave it at saying we are inspired by these individuals or these personalities. What do we learn from them? And unfortunately, we forget the lessons learned. We're very quick to judge. We're very quick to form certain opinions on our biases. We all have unconscious biases. I'm sure you will agree. Jitna bhi hum deny kar le, split second mein there is, because we are framed and conditioned, maybe not framed, but maybe conditioned more by the families that we have grown up in, the value system, then our educational experiences. Then we go out into the world, in the workplaces, whether it's at Pakistan or international. That is how we evolve as humans. And that does have an impact, influence on the way we think. So when we talk about accelerating progress, it's basically we are not an island. They say, man or woman is not a social, we're social animals at the end of the day. We're socially, we need that social connection to thrive, to nurture ourselves, to grow, to impact. We're not just independent, we're not built that way. So if that is the ecosystem that we are responsible for, and what Zafar Saab was saying, 50% of our own nation's population is women, 49, 51% aisa hai, then that equation does not mean women in the workplace only. That means your women in the fields. That means women who are entrepreneurs sitting at home. Some of the institutions, the non-for-profits that I'm involved in, I had the good fortune to work with Sadafet, with Kashf as well, and other non-profits that I sit on. It is heartwarming to give back to a community of very talented, even if they're not educated women, who are sitting in their homes, they are being enterprising, they are earning for themselves. It's dignity. Financial empowerment brings dignity to a person, and we need to respect that. Academic excellence is not the ultimate goal. It is one of the goals. But अगर आपकी तरबियत और आपका शऊर चला जाए किसी भी community में से, वो academic excellence खोखला होता है. I'm sorry to say. And unfortunately, it is on the women, because we are the first education institution should we choose to have children. It's a great responsibility. Yes, the men folk are there. And if I go from Hadith perspective as well, and from our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, उन्होंने कहा है, उनसे पूछा गया कि पेरेंट का रिस्पेक्ट जो है, it goes back into जब माँ बाप मोबाइल पहला दर्जा क्या है, बाप या माँ का? कहते माँ. 3 दफा पूछा उस फर्द ने, उन्होंने कहा माँ. 4थी दफा उन्होंने कहा बाप. That doesn't mean there's less respect for the father. That means the mother holds that esteem. But as mothers, as women, we have a greater responsibility as well. It goes both ways. So I feel that the respect and the dignity comes with the kind of value system that we are inculcated with. We are also responsible for the conversations that happen in our house, because that comes into the workplace. If we are negative, if we are bitter, if we criticize the other woman, for example, just because and this is a hypothetical situation, let's say 10-15 years ago you were struggling as a young person in the workplace, and your manager or leader at that time gave you a hard time, and you got married, you were expecting, and you had to take some time off. She gave you a shut up call. This has happened. This is a true story of someone who's told me. And she said, well, I was pregnant, I worked, no one gave me a break, you better come to work, I don't care. That is something that needs to be shunned. That is something where women need to support each other much more than men. And then the third is the allyship. I feel allyship is so important. Qaid-e-Azam ne bhi itna acha kaha hai कि no nation can rise to their height of glory without the men and women working side by side, whether it's in the home or it's in the workplace. So I feel the diversity and inclusion mandate is a board just pivoting towards what we are doing at Abacus. It is a board mandate. It is a C-level mandate. We're very, very grateful. I am very grateful for the support I get from my C-level. We're 40-60%. We're currently 4,500 people. We're serving 30 countries from Pakistan, alhamdulillah, and we're growing. And we will celebrate 40 years of Abacus in Pakistan, but very much an international company, leveraging on women at all levels of management. 40% at the board level. At the C level, I want to have more. We're 3 out of 14 women who are at the C level. But I'm looking at developing, because it's not diversity, it's inclusivity. What are we doing? Are we doing enough to encourage women, young mothers, young girls to rise? If they have to take a career break, so be it. But how are we nurturing them from a technology perspective? So it is important for us to work together, build each other, but also build communities as well at the end of the day. And we can't do this alone. So I really thank Nazia and Ijaz Saab and all of you for patiently listening. I always say the journey is, yes, it's been years and eons since we've heard these stories, but I still feel we're at the beginning of it. The support, ladies and gentlemen, starts from the home. I have been very lucky and very privileged right from the start that my father, my brothers, and now my husband, and hopefully my sons, but they are also getting there. They have supported me. But they supported me in a different manner. There was pushback. Okay, you are a girl, this is how things will be. But when I look back, they protected me. Yet they never shut the door for education and my workplace. Recognize the difference and rise. Thank you.